I acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet and celebrate this evening, the Muanina people of Lutruwita, Tasmania, and especially here in Nipaluna, Hobart. I pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Hello everyone, I'm Wendy Ross, the convener of the ASME 2021 National Conference. Welcome to the audience we have here at the Farrall Centre, and also to those watching via the live stream from around Australia and maybe even further afield. The Young Composers Concert is the culmination of a program which happens every 2 years at the National Conference. This evening we will hear 4 pieces by 4 young composers, the premiere of a commissioned work by Maria Grenfell, and 3 own selections, all performed by the Hobart Wind Symphony, directed by Simon Reed. Simon was Tasmania's first young composer in 1995, when the conference was last held in Hobart, and he has become a well-respected music educator, musician, composer and conductor in the Hobart community. One of Simon's passions is the performance of new music. And what a better way than this concert to bring together his knowledge and skills. We will also celebrate many and various contributions and work from a number of music educators around Australia. The first piece tonight is The Little Ripper March by David Stanhope.
Thank you very much, Simon and the Hobart Wind Symphony. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's, this conference's Indigenous Music Education Award for Excellence in Teaching. This award was established in 2019 following a proposal from former ASME President Dr. Brad Merrick, and this award aims to recognise music educators in First Nation and Indigenous community settings through their exceptional efforts in the provision of quality music education, and our inaugural recipient was Shelley Morris in 2019 from the Northern Territory. This year, it's our great pleasure to present the award to Candace Kruger, who is a Yugambeh Yarrabillingun songwoman and a proud Hubmeyer, which means Gold Coast, and a Ngui Northern Island Aboriginal woman. Candace is the founder and director of the Yugambeh Youth Choir and author of the Yugambeh Talga, the music traditions of the Yugambeh people, in 2005. Her master's research thesis in the Bora Ring, Yugambeh Language and Song Project, as well as her doctoral study, Yarrabil Giraba, Singing Indigenous Language Alive, are investigations in the fields of Indigenous musicology, Indigenous studies and anthropology. Candace's research captures the songwoman's work, contributes to the development of Indigenous methodologies and demonstrates one way in which an Aboriginal community are reconstructing Aboriginal knowledge for sustainability and legacy outcomes. Candace's co-composed piece Morning Star and Evening Star, which incorporates a Yugambeh songline community narrative, is one example of this work and is the Australian Music Examination Board's online orchestra piece for 2021. Candace has taught classroom music in both primary and secondary schools for over 25 years, including Director of Music at Knox Grammar Preparatory School, New South Wales, Prince Alfred College in South Australia, A.B. Patterson College in Queensland, and also the Southport School, Queensland. She's based in Queensland. We thank her very much for her work and congratulate her on the ASME Teaching Award for Excellence in Indigenous Music Education for 2021. It's also my pleasure to introduce the next item, and it happens to come from a South Australian, and that's where I'm from. And the composer who has been chosen from the South Australian chapter of ASME is Mitchell Whiteman. Mitchell completed Year 12 last year, and he is, I'll explain his story first. Mitchell's passion for music began at an early age when he was introduced to instruments such as the violin and trombone in primary school at Prince Alfred College. Additionally, he has gained experience through studying music as a subject in high school and writing music for his school's concert band to perform, as well as more symphonic orchestral scores that include strings. He has won 2 first-place awards in the South Australian ASME Young Composers Award, and he has found this opportunity to not only hone his own composition skills, but to hear and learn about music written by other young composers very beneficial. Currently, he is studying music composition at the University of Adelaide's Elder Conservatorium with Charles Bodman Ray, an accomplished international composer and composition director at the Conservatorium. Through his university studies, Mitchell hopes to come to a greater understanding of how to effectively write good music to share with the world. We wish him well with that. A brief explanation about his piece. Mitchell explains that his composition, Eternal, explores the complicated nature of the idea of eternity through its musical characteristics, experiencing something unchanging for all eternity that can be quite solemn and lonely, hence the use of minor tonalities throughout the piece and the thin textures in the beginning. However, the modulation into G major in the contrasting last section, combined with the bold brass melody, conveys the idea that change can be uplifting and broadens one's perspectives. These nuanced characteristics of eternity are also conveyed through dividing the melody between instruments in a call and response fashion, showing the duality of the positive and negative characteristics of eternity. Thus, the overall sound of the piece should be subdued but expressive in an earnest manner up until the G major modulation, where it erupts into an expansive melody with a rich orchestral texture. We welcome Simon Reed and the Hobart Wind Symphony to perform his work. Thank you.
The second award tonight is the Callaway Doctoral Award. In memory of Sir Frank Callaway, founding president of ASME, the Callaway Doctoral Award is presented on a biennial basis to the best doctoral thesis from an Australian university in the area of music education. This year, the award goes to Dr. Jason Goopy, who has also become our new Vice President, and his thesis is titled Adolescent Boys' Music Beliefs, Values and Identity Work in a Single-Sex Independent School. Jason is in Queensland watching this concert live. Congratulations, Jason.
Now I have a favour to ask of one of our musicians. Guy, if you'd like to come on over this way. Guy is one of our Tasmanian young composers. In Year 7, Guy Robertson was selected to play clarinet in the Taroona High School band program and has been playing ever since. Guy began writing music in Year 11 in his Music 3 class at Elizabeth College under the tutelage of Michael Sidney Jones and discovered a passion for it. He is currently finishing Year 12 and plans to study music next year at university. Tonight you're going to hear his performance, the performance of his composition, The Cathedral and the Burning City. But before we hand him over back to the band, I would like to actually present him with the plaque that each of the young composers will be receiving. We would love to have given them all out face to face, but some of you will be receiving yours in the post. But thankfully we're able to give you yours right here. And a little gift as well.
The Lady Callaway Award is awarded to an early career music educator who has supported the cause of music education, particularly through the provision of piano accompaniment for educational purposes, as this was an area of particular interest to Lady Callaway. This year, the award goes to Madeline Dyer. Maddie is not able to be with us this evening, but we congratulate her, and she will be receiving her award at a later time. Congratulations to Maddie. The next piece is by Kobe Vinks. Kobe is a young composer from Victoria. He began playing euphonium in 2014, aged 11, and has been a part of a number of ensembles. In 2019, Kobe achieved his 7th grade AMEB with honours. He intends to continue his studies in euphonium and composition at the Melbourne Conservatorium of Music. Kobe's piece is entitled Voyage of the Beagle.
The next part of the concert is actually the Educating for Life Awards. The intention of the ASME Music Educating for Life Awards is to publicly recognise one award winner from each chapter at the ASME National Conference. These awards grew out of the establishment of the National Awards for Excellence in School Music Education in 2005. The awards provide the opportunity to publicly recognise the achievements of outstanding music teachers who are members of ASME and have had some positive effect on the status of school music education. Tonight, these awards will be presented in two parts by myself and Anthony Hubmeyer. I'll be announcing the first two of these awards. And the first award is to the Northern Territory Chapter's award winner, and that is Moline Primero. And Moline is receiving this award for her outstanding work in the primary education sector and in training choirs for the Northern Territory Beat Festival Spectacular for 42 years. Congratulations, Moline. The second award winner is from Queensland. This is Belinda Dolan, and Belinda is awarded this for classroom and instrumental teacher who has had significant success in inspiring students and embedding music technology in her teaching curriculum. Congratulations, Belinda. I'm also here to introduce our next young composer. Aaron, would you like to make your way down to the front, please? Aaron Nash. Aaron Nash is a current Elizabeth College student here in Hobart and has been studying composition under Michael Sidney Jones and Kelly Ottaway. He has composed for a wide variety of ensembles and conducted his own piece at the Elizabeth College Stage Band Summer School, and that piece was A Day in My Mind. Oh, sorry, is that right? Yes. It's Aaron's first piece for Wind Symphony, and he has enjoyed working with the wide palette of tone colour that this ensemble offers. Now, while Aaron's here, we're going to present him with his plaque. And I'll hand back to the Wind Symphony to perform A Day in My Mind.
is now my pleasure to continue the Educating for Life Awards, and these go to two South Australians. The first is to Kate Rettelsdorf. Kate is an instrumental music teacher working in South Australia's Mid-North and Flinders region, who has had significant success with inspiring students to commence and be retained within a challenging instrumental music context. She is an early career researcher and is extremely passionate about ensuring access to quality music education for the well-being of her students. Further details regarding Kate's award is also on our ASME conference and website pages. Well done to Kate. Our next award goes to Jonathan Rice, also from South Australia. Jonathan is a highly successful and experienced music educator. Since beginning his teaching career in 1984, Jonathan feels blessed that he has been able to teach in government, Catholic and independent schools in a variety of roles, including 3 significant leadership positions. Those are now enabling him to provide wonderful opportunities for his students at Pulteney Grammar, and these are detailed on the ASME conference pages. Congratulations, Jonathan. Is Jennifer Mcdonald here? Please come up, because this is all about you. Well, Jenny's just coming on stage. Congratulations, Jenny. Jenny is currently a leading teacher and manager of performing arts at Elizabeth College in Hobart. She is an enthusiastic music educator who specialises teaching Year 11 and 12 music and coordinates a large instrumental program. She's passionate about providing opportunities for young composers, with her students regularly engaged in such programs as the ASME Young Composers Project, as you see today, and also the TSO's Composers Project and the Sydney Symphony Orchestra's Sinfonetta Project. Jenny is also heavily involved in music theatre within the college, working as a music director. Further details regarding Jennifer's award is also available on the conference page. Jenny, would you like to say a few words? Thank you. Because you're one of the few people who are here.
Thank you. What a huge privilege and honour that I certainly was not expecting. It's been the most amazing career that I haven't finished yet, and to have been involved in music education my whole life. Music is the most powerful art form. We are all here because we love music and we love sharing it. And I don't think there's any better way in terms of working with our young people than to use music to help them learn to think and to learn how to learn. As I've been sitting here watching the compositions, a few butterflies in the tummy for a couple of those compositions tonight, I've also was quite struck watching quite a number of my former students and present students in the band tonight. We kind of span here my career. I've got Rebecca here, who I taught as a very young teacher at Scottsdale High School, through to Guy and Tess over there, who are currently in Year 12 at Elizabeth College, and many other people dotted in the years in between. It is indeed a huge privilege to work with young people and to work to guide them in their formative years, and to see so many of them still engaging with music, enjoying music, whether it be in a career or as an enjoyment in life. It is very fulfilling. And I know that there are many more of you out there on the live stream. So thank you to ASME, thank you to everybody. I am, as I said, very humbled and honoured to have been recognised in this way. Thank you.
There's a photo opportunity. Let's hear for that. Just a minute. There is one more award, and that goes to Dr. Anne Leas from Victoria. Anne is an outstanding music educator who has been involved in many facets of music education over several decades. Anne has held senior positions in Melbourne schools, including Director of Junior Music at Ivanhoe Girls Grammar. And in 2007, she founded SMAG, the School Music Action Group, which has become a leading force in promoting music education in schools. And in 2013, she led the parliamentary review into music education in Victoria. Further details are also on the ASME conference and the ASME webpage. We thank Dr. Anne Leas and congratulate her.
Okay, and now we have a premiere. Not that the Young Composers pieces weren't premieres, but of course we have Maria's piece. As part of the Young Composer program, the Conference Organising Committee commissions a work for the performing ensemble. This year, we selected Maria Grenfell to be our composer in residence and young composer mentor, and Maria kindly agreed. Maria was born in Malaysia and has studied in New Zealand and the USA. Maria's orchestral music has been commissioned, performed or recorded by all the major symphony orchestras in Australia, and her chamber music is played regularly around the world. She is an Associate Professor and Coordinator of Composition at the University of Tasmania Conservatorium of Music. Maria's commissioned work is called Breathe. Breathe for Wind Ensemble is conceived as one large crescendo of breath, inhaling and exhaling. Breathe is constructed of mostly even phrases, and new counter melodies are distributed among the different tone colours of the ensemble. Each phrase becomes larger and louder than the previous one, until the piece is brought to a vibrant exhalation, then ending quietly. Maria and her family are in the audience tonight, and we'll acknowledge her at the end of the piece. Thank you. Wow. Beautiful. Okay. FASME is the fellowship of the Australian Society for Music Education and is one of the highest honours that the Society can award, and should be seen by ASME members and fellows and by the wider education community to be a recognition of outstanding and distinctive contributions to the advancement of music education. This year, ASME awards 3 fellowships. Anthony Hubmeyer was National President from 2017 to 2019 and has continued to support the work of the National Executive. He has flown in from Adelaide this week to support Paul with the technological aspects of the conference, and we are very grateful for his willingness to help and to share his skills. And we have a certificate for Anthony. Congratulations. Robin Veitch has served as National President of ASME from 2019 until yesterday. Robin is a primary school teacher in Perth and has stepped up to lead our organisation, and we are so grateful for her work over the past 4 years as Vice President and then President, and of course she will continue with the National Executive for the next 2 years. Robin has sent some words that she'd like me to read out, and it says, "Thank you everyone. ASME has a very important role in music education in Australia. I'm very proud to be a part of this vibrant association and to have been able to contribute to its growth. I'm really honoured to receive this fellowship recognition of my service for the association. Thank you and congratulations to Robin." The third FASME award is for Associate Professor Anne Power from New South Wales. Dr. Anne Power has made a profound contribution to music education through distinctive contribution to student learning and teaching practice at all levels of education, a distinctive contribution to scholarship and research, and a distinctive contribution to educational leadership at a state level across a variety of associations. Anne's work as a lecturer at Western Sydney University has consistently promoted student learning and teaching practice. As an educator of pre-service teachers, Anne has shaped music education in New South Wales for decades. Furthermore, her involvement as a levels presenter for the Australian Council of Offshore Work has meant that her influence upon teachers across sectors has been profound. Anne has been a member of ASME since 1996, and she has been the New South Wales Chapter Vice Chair for over a decade. She's been a leading light in music education in New South Wales. As a music curriculum expert at the University of Western Sydney, she has researched enhancing Indigenous content in performing arts curricula in tertiary institutions through service learning in Indigenous communities. She has also a research interest in the interaction between equity and curriculum. She is known for leadership in the field of professional practice and is a member of the Centre for Educational Research. The nominators contend that Associate Professor Anne Power's contribution across the spheres of pre-service teacher education, research in music education, and leadership through her involvement in representing New South Wales teachers since the late 1990s in areas of curriculum development and in her various professional teaching associations exemplifies everything that is expected of a Fellow of the Australian Society of Music Education. Congratulations to Anne. Okay, last award for the night. As a chapter of ASME, we are awarding honorary life membership to Dr. William Baker. Bill came to Tasmania after spending some time in Victoria and works at the University of Tasmania, and he has been twice the president of our ASME chapter, and he has contributed so much to our chapter, and he has been our tertiary representative. He has liaised with the students, has kept us up to date with the research that's happening at the university, and just has been a wonderful support person for all the activities that we have been doing in the Tasmanian chapter. So, in honour of all that effort and work that he has and will continue to contribute to ASME, we award him honorary life membership.
Well, we're nearly at the end of the evening. The Hobart Wind Symphony, who are about to perform for you one final time, was formerly known as Hobart City Concert Band and has approximately 60 members. Looks like they're all here tonight. The Hobart Wind Symphony has premiered a number of works by Tasmanian composers and participated in major choral events. In 2009, the Hobart City Band Incorporated released a CD, Extreme Makeover, featuring both the Hobart City Wind Symphony and the Hobart City Brass Band. To wind up tonight's performances, the Hobart Wind Symphony will perform two works. The first is Elsa's Procession to the Cathedral, composed by Wagner and arranged by Lucien Callaway, and that will be followed by La Fiesta Mexicana by H. Owen Reed. Thank you, Hobart Wind Symphony.
Alrighty, we just need to finish off with a few thank yous. Tomorrow morning, if you are part of the conference, you'll be able to view the Jacinth Oliver Memorial Address. And this year, we asked Di O'Toole to give that address. She has pre-recorded it, but we would like her to come up to the stage and just have a gift. Thank you for your contribution to our conference this year, Di. And of course, Jenny, who was in charge of our Young Composers program, we'd like to give her a gift. So, Jenny, if you could make your way up here. We really appreciate all the time and effort that you've put into organising and liaising with a whole lot of different people and being here for some of the rehearsals and working in your holidays to make this program successful. Thank you. Maria, we have a small gift for you as well, if you'd like to come down. That piece was just so beautiful, and the name was so appropriate. I was sitting there thinking, oh yeah, it's just, breathing with it almost, and hopefully that's what you're after. So thank you. And Simon, so much work. I know that the Hobart Wind Ensemble have been working over the last couple of months working on the Young Composers pieces, and you've been here the last two nights putting in extra rehearsals to get these pieces up to scratch. And so thank you, Simon, for your efforts. And I know the band normally rehearses on Thursdays till 10 o'clock, so tonight they get a bit of an early minute. Okay, last thanks, of course, to the Friends School. What a beautiful facility this is that we've been so lucky to be able to get for tonight's concert. To Paul Radford, the head of Performing Arts, I believe, here at Just Music, here at Friends School. To Nelson File, who's the principal, who has supported Paul and us in all the work that we've been doing. And of course to David Shoker, the venue manager, who's managed all the technology and the lights and everything that's been happening behind the scenes tonight. So thank you to all those people for their support. Thank you to the audience. I think we can go home now.